Hey, good to see you. If you'll see that we're back in the Eyrie now, I did want to do more quests than I ended up doing in between videos, but I realized that they required me to go further than just the Northern Plains, obviously, so I didn't want to miss out on any potential dialogue with our new party members, who I believe are not with us for some reason. Not sure where Kaine is, but regardless, this tunnel has bats now, so let's take care of them. As far as progress goes, the only thing I did was I got the 10 wool I needed, and we're back in the Eyrie now, so I can do that side quest that requires getting the eagle egg. I thought I might have missed a loot thing here, or back there. So we'll just make a very, very quick trip to the mayor's house to nab that eagle egg, and then we'll be on our way. I wish there was a quicker way than going all the way around, but it can't be done, unfortunately. And the Ares music is just as ominous as ever. At least they don't have to worry about any shades attacking them constantly anymore, especially the big one. Speaking of which, we got a new sealed verse, so I want to look at magic and abilities. Dark Gluttony, is that the one that we got? No, Dark Gluttony is the shield. I'm a fool. Dark Phantasm, I think that's it. What is that? Can I look at that in Grimoire Vice? Magic. Dark Phantasm. We'll equip the best words for it, but I'm curious where I can see what it is. Well, we'll test it out with some enemies then. Come on, Nier, get on the ladder. Is it really obvious yet how little I played around with the other magic spells in this game other than the Dark Lance and Dark Blast? Because it should be. It was probably pretty apparent quite a few videos ago when I tried to do that, when I tried to use Dark Gluttony the first time. Okay, so the eagle egg is not at the chief's house specifically. So I guess we'll do some poking around, looking for it elsewhere. I'm pretty confident it's in this general vicinity at the very least. I was hoping I could read that. Wait, something when doors are closed. Engage when doors are closed. Interesting. Whoa. Sounds like since we defeated the Shade, the villagers are singing a different tune about Kaine, so that's nice at least. Saying they wish they had her courage. This must be the egg. We'd better get this back to the tavern lady.
You've certainly taken on a rather trying job this time.
Oh, quit moaning.
I imagine this egg would fetch quite a sum if you sold it to the highest bidder.
We can't do that. The old woman is waiting for it.
Perhaps we should place our own financial situation ahead of the concerns of an elderly woman,
I told you to quit moaning.
I'm glad I didn't just completely miss that bridge. So once we get out to the Northern Plains, I'm going to go ahead and check my quests just to double check and make sure that I know where I'm going and what I should be doing. Our main quest is to go to Facade, which is a totally new area, and I'm really hoping we don't get too sidetracked with side quests in this video before we end up seeing Facade, because I really want to show it off. It's a very memorable location. Deep in the desert, as Kaine said. Definitely looking forward to hearing happier music than that. Okay. quest memo. Obtain the egg, bring it back to the client. Oh, I didn't catch any blowfish, that's right, because I needed to, yeah, so I wasn't able to do any of this, but that's okay, all this stuff can wait, there's no very strict time limit. Those sheep just disappeared. Okay, they popped back in, good. I was worried for a second. So yeah, we'll turn that into the Tavern Lady. Was that in Seafront, or was it in... Tavern Keeper needs more... I think it was... It could have been. But I guess I'll check the Tavern Keeper in Nier's village, too. And right into town. Hey. What is it? I'll wait outside. That's crazy. It's dangerous out here. I like being alone. If you head out from another exit, I'll just meet you there. You sure you won't come? I was hoping to introduce you to Yona. Don't force the issue now. Her mind is clearly made up. Not everyone loves the company of others as much as you. Alright, I won't push it. See ya. Sadly, going into Nier's village, we have to leave Kaine behind, but it's only while we're in the village, so it's not too much of a punishment. Not sure if we have any quests to pick up here. I'm guessing that we don't, but I could be surprised. Let's drop by the Tavern Keeper. If you remember from quite a few videos ago now, Facade is through the desert, which is on the way in a different path to the Lost Shrine. I got your eagle egg. I figured it was this Tavern Keeper. Wow, thank you. Give me a moment here. Mixing. And here we go. Could you bring this to my grandmother for me? She'll probably be near the fountain in front of the library. Sure. Old Lady's Elixir Plus. Can we actually look at that item in our inventory? That'd be cool. Old Lady Item Elixir Plus. Old Lady's Elixir Plus. Powerful medicine that must be delivered to the old woman. Discard. Well, that's scary that it even gave me that option. But no thank you, not interested, especially when she's literally just a few dodge rolls away. Ma'am, I've got more medicine for you. Oh, it's the nice young man again. Thank heavens you arrived. My bloating is just out of control today, and you wouldn't believe the bunions that are starting to form on my... Whoa, hey, look at the time. Gotta go. You take care of yourself, alright? You've really been helping me out lately. Here's a little something for you. 2,000 gold. And a quest complete. So, she had 2 quests for me. Devil I did, that is to say. Not the old woman. So, I want to see where those are at the very least. Oh, wait, right now I'm going to pick up the Layout's Lady quest. That's the one she gave me right now, right? Can I even see that? That's completed. I don't think I can... Yeah. So that would be just... I'll tell you what, why don't we just go to Facade? I've been giving a lot of precedence to side quests when I don't really need to, and the main story and new locations is always the more interesting thing, so they will get done and you will see them, but I'll get them done in a more efficient way when I'm more prepared and actually plan out what I'm going to do beforehand, rather than just going all gung-ho into recording. So to Facade we will go through the eastern gate. Happy to see no fragile delivery quests at the gate, at either gate. And there's Kaine, not sure how she got here. Maybe she is very, very good at climbing. Might as well grab this. Who knows when a quest might need one. Alright, the Lost Shrine is north from here. Well, that was pretty cool. I was expecting Dark Blast because I forgot. You send like a shadow Nier to the enemy. That's pretty cool. Can it be charged? It looks like it can. Let's try it on this poor goat here. Once we grab our clay and stuff it in our pockets. Does he have to be in the circle? Oh, okay, that move is going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be very helpful for AoE situations, I think, way more than the charge attacks are right now. Especially because they're such a pain to get off. Not that this will be a lot easier, but looking forward to trying it at least. Gold ore, very nice.
So what's Facade like?
It's strange. Let's just leave it at that.
Stranger than a boorish young woman who battles monsters in her undergarments.
Let's go.
What's this? A fountain? And we really don't get much more explanation other than that. I think... Oh, we can interact with this. Let's see. It appears to be out of service. There's 100% a side quest that deals with us, and... Oh no, the wolves are upon us. Beware the wolves.
Look out!
Okay, I like Dark Phantasm a lot. That is a powerful spell. And also very good at encouraging laziness. Unlocked the Fighting Wolves tutorial. Well, I'm pretty curious what the game specifically says about fighting wolves over other enemies. Oh, that's where I could have looked to see what Dark Phantasm does, of course. Fighting wolves. Fighting wolves. There we go. If a wolf bites you, tap... Okay, tap attack repeatedly to shake it off. You got it.
Wait, they're leaving.
That one appears to be the pack leader.
It would appear that the pack leader of the wolves, who absolutely looks like a normal wolf and has nothing strange going on with it at all, realizes how much of a threat we are. Which is good. I didn't really need to or want to fight them more than I had to.
It is known as a scorpion. Phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Chelicerata, order Scorpionida. They are closely related in form and structure to other arachnids.
Well, that clears everything up.
It's an enemy. Kill it.
Now that I understand.
I didn't quite see a scorpion. And I don't remember there being any big scorpion enemies in this game, which is great to me because scorpions are terrifying. Must have just been one that Nier saw in the sand or something.
The gate's closed shut.
Doesn't look like we'll be getting in very easily.
Now see here.
You know these guys, Kaine?
No, it's not that. saved one of their kids from a pack of wolves. Ever since, this town's welcomed me with open arms. It's gotta be a pretty screwed up place if they let me in, huh? Anyway, I don't know the language or anything, so don't get too excited.
I love the preview that we get of Seafront with the camera. It sort of has always been to me kind of like, I said Seafront, Facade, excuse me. This makes sense because of what I'm about to say. I've always seen Facade as kind of like a opposite Seafront. And Seafront, the buildings, you enter on the ground level and the buildings are very high and very blocky. The buildings are blocky here too, but it's all receded and below ground level, and it's really like that sort of dichotomy there.
The king lives in the big building. Figure out the rest for yourself.
What about you?
I'll stay here. I hate crap like this.
I don't know whether to thank you or wish you ill. I suppose a quick stroll about town is in order?
The language they use here is pretty crazy. So good luck with that.
Let's see if we... Ribbon, star, @ and sign, percentage, asterisk, X with 4 dots.
I can't understand a thing these people are saying.
They speak a language I have never before encountered.
Maybe I should have studied languages when I was a kid.
You could speak 1,000 tongues and still fail if you lack knowledge of another's culture. I'd wager that huge structure is the king's manor.
How do we even get there?
With willpower and smarts, my good man.
The layout of the city does make it pretty difficult to figure out the path at first. But if possible... Okay, we cannot. But it would seem that the residents of the town go around on those carpeted box with like a river of sand. A very interesting concept. I don't think talking to any of the townspeople is going to get us very far, so let's just make a beeline for the palace.
Come on, Vice. Help me out here.
I am a brilliant book of unspeakable value, not some dog-eared travel guide.
Ew.
All these stairs. They couldn't have made this more needlessly complicated if they tried.
We'd best figure out a way to the king. Elsewise, we'll be ascending and descending stairs until doomsday.
I think the reason that you get that dialogue so late, I mean, obviously we're already here because I knew how to get there, but there is a whole lower level type deal where you can get lost wandering around if you don't take the most direct path. It's also interesting that the city, in my opinion at least, it's debatable. Seafront is very much alive, but I feel like Facade just has a lot more population density with the placement of NPCs. It just feels a lot more active. I'm sure that the rivers of sand that carry the travel boxes has a lot to do with that as well.
No entry, it would seem.
I sure wish I understood this language of theirs.
This is pointless. Let us go back.
Yeah, this doesn't really look so much like a door as much as it does a stone slab, so let's return to the town entrance. Oh, thanks, Nier. Appreciate that. Oh, well, we have to pick up the objects before checking to see if they're okay. I guess that's kind of us.
one lacks the power of speech. Perhaps she can communicate through gesture. Let me see. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I am Fira. Are you in trouble?
No, we just need to ask your leaders about something. But I can't do that unless I can understand them.
I can guide you? Oh, she will act as our guide. How fortuitous. But first, I must explain this town.
I'm not here for a tour.
No, there are rules to follow. Follow me. Well, there you have it.
I haven't even mentioned the way that the NPCs are dressed, which is obviously very different from everything we've seen up until now, but I love the hats. I mean, they've always reminded me of Pyramid Head from Silent Hill, but in a kind of cute way. Okay, so now it's just directly translating to us because they didn't want to pay Liam O'Brien to voice that many lines of dialogue, which I totally get. This is an item shop. All shops and houses in this city must abide by the following rule. Rule 106, do not live on level ground. So immediately we're getting an explanation for what's going on with this city placement here.
106.
We have many rules. Yes, that is the rule. No luck, I was hoping I might be able to suddenly understand the language now. And now this person will walk. Definitely not the quickest person in Facade, that's for sure. This is a sand skiff dock. Rule 115,017. You must view the town by ship before purchasing any items.
Oh, come now. What could possibly be the point of such an absurd rule?
I don't know. It's a rule that was in place when I first came here, not a new one.
Hold on. Your people are still making rules?
Yes, I heard that we passed Rule 124,046 earlier this month. I mean, you gotta think with that many rules, eventually to reach a point where you're constantly breaking at least one. And if not, that's a pretty impressive team of people balancing those rules. So now we get a very nice view of the whole city. From the medium level too, not below it or above it, which is nice. Some very intense bloom when we're in that tunnel. I wonder if it's going to stop us at the palace or if we're going to make the full rounds. I'm guessing stopping at the palace. Oh, we're stopping before the palace. Yeah, it's right there. This is a grocery. Rule 11,034, you must live at a level appropriate to your position.
So the aristocracy lives in the top levels, while the commoners subsist below. Seems like a rather unpleasant rule for those on the bottom. Does this girl plan to drag us about the entire town in this fashion?
Come on, Vice, it's lore. We need to listen to this.
Kid sure does love her rules, doesn't she?
Absolutely not skipping this. It would seem we are impeding progress. Oh, whoops, sorry. So now we'll probably have to go around the other half of the town as well. The detail of the pots beneath the sand skiff as well. And I'm glad I can call it a sand skiff now that I know the actual name, rather than the box that moves in the sand. confused with a sandbox, which is a totally different thing. Whoops. I swear I don't mean to keep doing that. This is a Strange Things store.
A strange things store.
Yes, a store that sells strange things.
Such as...
I don't know. The things are so strange, no one is sure what they do.
Yeah, that's pretty strange.
Wish I could see what they have in stock. It looks like surfboards. Oh, traffic signs. I like that. Not sure I've ever actually stopped and looked to see what they had. Anything else we can make out? Nothing of note, really. A pipe. Oh, and also sewer lid. This is nice, I like this. Lovely song, too. Now I figure we'll be stopping at the palace to continue on. Goodbye. Oh, I guess we haven't looked at this store yet, have we? I think I can assume what it sells, though. Masks and pelts. This is a store that sells raw materials. We use this material to make masks. Close enough. Rule 12. Do not neglect your mask. If you want to live here, you must have a mask on at all times.
Yes, I was beginning to suspect that.
Anything extra cool here? No, just pelts and masks. Various raw materials. I like this. Without forgetful I am for this game, it's nice to be able to know where everything is. Although I'm sure I'll still forget. We haven't been introduced to a blacksmith yet, I don't think, though. Where else could we possibly need to learn to go? Oh, here's the blacksmith. Found him. I'm assuming this is our last stop. This is a weapon shop. This concludes your tour of the city. Thank you for your patience. I will now guide you to the king's manor.
Thanks.
These rules are enough to make a sensible man reach for the noose. I don't know how you survive in a place with so many inconvenient prescripts.
It's not so bad. Although I used to ask the same question, and then someone told me. Rules do not exist to bind you, they exist so you may know your freedoms. When I look at it like that, they don't bother me.
Whatever gets you through the day.
Now we're probably gonna have to... Oh, I think I may have just remembered something. Okay, so we're riding on the sand skiff. We can... I remember learning last time I played this game that you can just hit the start button while riding that throughout the city. And you don't have to sit through it at all, and it'll just skip right to where your destination was. which is very helpful to know. It's basically like a fast travel system. This is the king's manor. However, we have no king now. Our king was stricken with a foul black illness and so passed away. His son, the prince, now rules this land.
The Black Scroll.
This is the prince's royal advisor. He would know far more about these things than I.
Thank you. All of this touring has been helpful for understanding your language. I believe I will be able to speak with this advisor myself.
We need to talk to the prince.
I'm afraid the prince is not taking outside visitors at present. Wow, good on Vice for actually being able to do that. I was expecting a cutscene or a conversation that was a joke, and he actually has no idea. I would appreciate it if you would come back another day.
My patience for this kind of thing has long ago evaporated.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault, Vera. Let's go back to Kaine for now.
And once again, I'm sure we'll be able to very easily skip this. And there we go. Smooth sailing. Finish your business. Yeah, thankfully we met a girl who helped us get around. A girl. Do we have to wait for Vera to walk with us? Okay, we do. Shouldn't have just ran on ahead like that, I guess. Oh my gosh.
Slow down, I can barely hear the person who saved me. Surely you don't mean Kaine. Kaine helped you, this foul-mouthed hussy.
Piss off, book. You guys done?
Hey, did you hear the news? The prince is missing. What? Then we're in violation of Rule 83,348. What's going on? The prince is gone, and according to Rule 83,348, we have to start looking for him right away. No, you don't get it. The prince went missing in the Barren Temple. But Rule 50,527 states that only nobility may enter the temple. Oh no, that means we can't go looking for him. Well, there's the contradiction. But what about Rule 83,348? What about Rule 50,527?
Looks like all those rules are getting in the way.
This is their way and their system of laws. As outsiders, we have no say in the matter. Come, we should be off.
Three very ponderous soldiers. Fortunately, it's too bad there's nothing that we can do. Hold a moment. It seems the hussy is not moving. I'm going to save the prince. No, you can't. Have you forgotten about Rule 50,527? Oh, screw the rules. I have money.
You could just ask an outsider to go save him. Then no one violates a rule. You know, an outsider, like me.
And oh, what luck. There just happens to be an outsider here who can't stop meddling in the affairs of others.
Impossible. We could never ask such a thing.
I'll do it. Vera told me about Rule 1024. You know that one, right? Rule 1024. You must honor the request of any outsider owed a debt. That's how it goes, right, Vera?
Why did I ever agree to travel with such a pack of do-gooders?
Let's go.
Thank you. Having an outsider handle this violates no rules, but it still feels very wrong. We must rescue the prince, but the rules must be obeyed. Okay, he's still, that one on the right there is still thinking, but we're gonna go ahead and end the video right there. Thank you so much for watching, and we will go to the Baron Temple immediately in the next one, which will probably have us going through that big desert we walked by. Thanks for watching.